China may have just revealed its next-generation reusable 7-meter rocket without officially announcing it. Instead of a press conference, the evidence emerged through factory contracts, government procurement documents, and major launch site expansion plans. In this video, we will uncover how these clues led experts to this remarkable discovery, why this mysterious 7-meter rocket could transform China's future in space, and what it reveals about the country's long-term ambitions beyond today's launch vehicles. The most fascinating part of this story is not the rocket itself. It is how researchers managed to uncover its possible existence without a single official announcement. Unlike many major aerospace projects that begin with carefully planned presentations, this one emerged through a collection of technical documents, manufacturing contracts, and infrastructure projects. Piece by piece, analysts assembled the evidence until a surprisingly consistent picture began to emerge. The first major clue came from the China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation, better known as CASC. A public procurement tender requested specialized equipment capable of manufacturing and welding propellant tanks with a diameter of 7 meters. At first glance, this may sound like an ordinary industrial contract. However, aerospace manufacturing equipment is designed for very specific hardware. China currently has no officially announced launch vehicle that requires 7-meter diameter tanks, making the tender immediately stand out to industry observers. Developing tooling of this size requires significant investment, suggesting that the project had already progressed well beyond the early concept stage. The next clue appeared in China's manufacturing sector. Wuxi Parker New Materials announced that it had delivered a forged stainless steel ring measuring approximately 7.5 meters in diameter for what it described only as an important model. These massive rings are commonly used in the primary structure of large rocket stages because they provide exceptional strength while maintaining precise dimensions. Although the company did not identify the customer or the final application, the timing and size closely matched the earlier procurement documents. Two separate industrial activities were suddenly pointing toward the same unexplained project. The final and perhaps strongest piece of evidence came from Wenchang Space Launch Site on Hainan Island. Planning documents for future expansion included launch facilities designed to support 7-meter and 10-meter class launch vehicles. Existing infrastructure mainly serves rockets with diameters around 5 meters, meaning larger vehicles require entirely different transport systems, fueling equipment, integration facilities, and launch towers. The proposed 7-meter reusable rocket is interesting because it appears to solve a strategic challenge within China's future launch architecture. Every space program needs rockets with different capabilities. Smaller launch vehicles are efficient for routine missions, while super heavy rockets are reserved for the largest and most demanding objectives. Between those categories lies an important performance range that often becomes the backbone of an expanding space program. China is already developing the Long March 10th for future crewed lunar missions and the much larger Long March 9th for ambitious deep space exploration and heavy cargo. Analysts believe the proposed 7-meter rocket would bridge the gap between these two systems, offering substantially greater lifting capability than current reusable designs while avoiding the complexity and operating costs associated with an ultra-heavy launcher. Instead of replacing existing rockets, it would complement them by providing a highly flexible option for a wide variety of missions. Although official specifications have not been released, current estimates suggest the rocket could deliver roughly 25 to 50 metric tons into low Earth orbit. That payload class would support large communication satellites, next-generation Earth observation spacecraft, scientific missions, commercial satellite constellations, space station components, and cargo for future lunar exploration. Having a reusable launcher in this performance range would allow many missions to fly without waiting for the availability of a much larger vehicle. One of the most notable aspects of the reported design is its apparent use of stainless steel as the primary structural material. Traditionally, rockets have relied on aluminum alloys because of their excellent strength-to-weight ratio. However, reusable launch systems place different priorities on engineering decisions. Stainless steel performs exceptionally well at cryogenic temperatures, tolerates repeated heating during atmospheric reentry, simplifies manufacturing through modern welding techniques, and generally costs less than many advanced aerospace alloys. Another topic attracting attention is propulsion. Some reports suggest the rocket may use methane-fueled engines, while others mention upgraded kerosene engines. At this stage, neither option has been officially confirmed. Regardless of the final choice, the broader objective remains clear. Looking beyond the rocket itself reveals why this development has attracted so much attention. The evidence suggests that China is not simply preparing a new launch vehicle. It appears to be expanding an entire reusable transportation system designed to support its long-term space ambitions over the coming decades. One important clue comes from geography. Rockets approaching 7 meters in diameter become extremely difficult to transport across long distances using conventional rail networks. This limitation explains why many of China's newest launch vehicle manufacturing activities are increasingly concentrated near Hainan Province, where the Wenchang space launch site is located. Producing large rocket stages close to the launch site eliminates major transportation challenges and creates a more efficient production process from factory to launch pad. The expansion plans for Wenchang reinforce this strategy. Future facilities designed for 7-meter and 10-meter launch vehicles indicate that China expects these larger reusable systems to become a regular part of its launch operations. Building launch towers, fueling systems, assembly buildings, and support infrastructure requires many years of engineering and construction. These investments are made with decades of future missions in mind rather than short-term projects. This infrastructure also aligns with China's broader roadmap for space exploration. The country continues expanding its satellite networks, developing commercial launch capabilities, planning future lunar missions, and exploring more ambitious scientific objectives beyond Earth orbit. Every one of these goals depends on reliable, affordable, and frequent access to space. Reusable launch systems play a central role because they reduce operating costs while allowing more launches within the same period. Around the world, launch providers are shifting away from vehicles designed for a single mission and towards systems capable of flying repeatedly with minimal refurbishment. That transition changes the economics of spaceflight by making access to orbit more affordable for governments, researchers, and commercial customers alike. Perhaps the greatest lesson from this story is not about engineering, but about observation. Analysts uncovered this possible program by carefully studying procurement notices, manufacturing contracts, industrial deliveries, and infrastructure projects. None of those individual developments confirmed the rocket's existence on their own. Together, however, they formed a logical sequence that pointed toward the same conclusion. Sometimes the most important space stories are not announced, they are discovered. By following industrial contracts, manufacturing activity, and launch site planning, analysts uncovered convincing evidence that China may be building an entirely new reusable rocket long before its official debut. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on space exploration and scientific discoveries, and don't forget to leave a comment below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.